Hey house guests, welcome to today's Big Brother Canada updates and spoilers. Our house guest of the day is Jamie Jean, who's been watching for a long time. Yay! Hi! And she wants to know how I feel about Sabrina at this point in the game. I still don't like her. She's still using her crying and everything to try and get ahead in the game, and it's so obnoxious and so annoying. I get what you're saying, how you kind of are thinking that maybe there are worse people in the house, like Rochelle or whatever, but I know people like Sabrina in real life, and I can't stand it. So thank you for your question, and thank you for watching, and if you want to be house guest of the day, just send me a private message, and you can be just like Jamie. Alright, so, as we discussed yesterday, Sarah is now up on the block, and she is likely going this week. So, Kenny pulls Arlie aside in the storage room and is like, I know you flipped. And Arlie's like, you got me. So he is out in the open now. He is clearly on the other side of the house. He's with the other alliance, and the first 5 is pretty much donezo. So that's pretty crazy. But then Allison went ahead and explained to Sabrina and Rochelle that she had to flip sides too to just stay in the game. So they were like, oh, like that really sucks, but no hard feelings, like we get that it's a game. I'm really surprised that Allison did this. I'm not surprised that she flipped, but I am surprised that she told Rochelle and Sabrina about it. She doesn't have a vote this week, and there really was no need for her to do that. I mean, even as, like, if I was another member in her alliance, I'd be like, yeah, you don't have to tell her yet, or tell them yet, because she could go ahead and get information from them and bring it back. So I'm not really sure why she did that. I don't know. If any of you guys have an opinion on it, let me know. I mean, I guess she was just trying to gain the trust of her new alliance, but seems kind of stupid. But anyway, everything is coming out now. All of the secrets of the first 5 are being revealed. Sabrina is trying to snitch and save herself in this game. Sarah knows that she's going. She's like, yeah, whatever. She just wants everyone to be nice to each other so she can enjoy her last few days. Sabrina is like, everything I did was for first 5, and blah, blah, blah. And then she starts crying, and it's so ridiculous. And then, of course, she has to always make her way in the conversation to, do you think I'm mean? Do you think I'm a bitch? I think you're insane. Yeah. But I don't understand how these people can listen to her and not laugh in her face. It's ridiculous. So anyway, newsflash. The alliance of John, Netta, Arlie, Adele, Heather, and Allison have come up with a name for themselves. They will be referred to from now on as Sloppy Seconds. I'm glad they're self-aware. I think that's fun. So Adele finally tells Sloppy Seconds what his secret veto power really does. He doesn't own up to the lies that he's been telling the last few weeks about the power. He was like, oh yeah, the first 3 weeks I had it, I was allowed to use it as like a diamond POV, and now it's blah 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 blah. And he said what it really does, which is like he's allowed to switch out someone who's playing in the POV competition and he'll play in their place. So he's like, yeah, I told you guys, and I want to use it in the coming weeks so that we can keep Kenny from playing in the POV competition, and then we can backdoor him. So I mean, that is a good way to use it. I mean, before I was just thinking of like using it to save yourself, but it's a good way to block someone out from playing in the competition. So good job. Okay. In sort of strategic, but not really strategic moves, Netta continued her mischief last night. She dumped more food, more like have-nots, condiments into the sink. This time it was maple syrup. So they didn't really make a big stink about the ketchup. I don't think they really noticed that was all gone, but this maple syrup, they were freaking out. They had like 3 bottles last night or something, and then this morning they had like a little bit left in 1 bottle. So Rochelle was looking around frantically for this maple syrup today, and she couldn't find it, and she pulls this one out. They are trying to weaken us. Lol, they are. So she's like asking everyone, have you seen it? Have you seen it? So then Kenny goes to the diary room and he's like, oh, Big Brother, do you know where the syrup is? Like, what's going on? And he comes back and reports that Big Brother told him that they have no idea where it went and blah, blah, blah. So I think people are starting to go crazy in there, and they're really going to lose it when they don't have the food that they need to make the slop taste better. So Kenny figures out, like, oh, somebody's probably trying to hide it because they don't want me to win HOH next week, which is true. But they're kind of asking around, and no one's owning up to it, so we see you, Netta. We know. Alright, so the house guests got the HOH camera today, and they took so many pictures. It was ridiculous. Like, I normally wouldn't mention that kind of stuff, but they just took so many pictures that I had to tell you guys. I'm assuming those will be up on the Slice website if you want to check them out. And it's 2 days until the double eviction. That's exciting. I can't wait to see this place get shaken, shook up, whatever. So it's gonna be exciting. The thing is though, is Sarah gonna be like sitting around the next few days doing nothing, or is she gonna have like an Andrew moment where she's just like, I should try to stay in the game? I don't know. I want you guys to let me know in the comments, because right now it seems like she's pretty comfortable with leaving this week. So was Andrew though, until Wednesday. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, and until tomorrow, much love.
Edit.